Hello and welcome to AdCast. I am Carl Vervisch, copywriter for Spark here in Tampa.
I love that you do that every time. That's wonderful.
Well, I mean, we have to because you might be seeing this as an individual segment on a day that I do not know.
That's very true. Well, then, in that case, I'm Cris Vatalaro. I do communications over at the Hillsborough Education Foundation.
Thanks, folks, for tuning in tonight and tuning in right now. We are here with a segment that I'm very excited about. We're here with Mandy, Eyrich and Taryn Cashmere, two USF students who participated in the NSAC competition this year.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Now, NSAC, I was there. I loved it. Tell everybody at home what it's all about.
Want me to take this one? Okay, well, it's basically a really intense, very, very intense competition that any and all schools that are accredited for advertising can enter, and you pretty much are given one client chosen by the AAF, and you have to complete an entire campaign from the bottom up. You have to do the strategy, research, creative, everything for it, basically to the point of execution, but actually not implementing it. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty serious, and it was an unbelievable experience, I must say, and we learned more than I think I never knew how much I actually knew from what I'd learned in my education, and we basically took everything we learned and were able to apply it, so it was unreal.
The NSAC really is an awesome opportunity for students because, as she said, it is so all-inclusive, comprehensive. It's unlike anything else you're going to encounter in a school setting, and kudos to the AAF, the American Advertising Federation, for putting something like this on. Now, you guys, what I viewed was our district competition. This is a national competition.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what went on at the district competition.
It was really intense.
A lot of tears.
Lots of tears. We came in second. We won Best Media Plan, though. Our client was AIM, and it was
Tell us about AIM and what that was about.
Well, they were trying to save AOL, basically. AOL and Time Warner, they've merged and come together, and our client was AIM, and basically they were trying to make it relevant to 18 to 24-year-olds, and what we discovered, through research, was that we were the people who started AIM. We made it popular when we were kids, and then there was not really a reason to go back because of all the social networking. So it was a real challenge because they didn't want us to change their product or do anything above and beyond, incorporate all their products and help them build their advertising. So it was a lot. At districts, it was the best schools too. I mean,
it absolutely was.
Yeah, there were about, I believe there were 6, right?
Six or seven, yeah.
There were 6 schools that entered in the districts, and we ended up coming in second, which was still a really great honor.
Which was not quite what you guys deserved, but, I mean,
still,
second
I'm glad
is no
you
slouch.
did so.
Why
were you
huge.
a judge, Carl?
I wish. You guys would have won hands down. I have to tell, for those of you at home, the USF Ad Club, we were so proud to have been their friends and colleagues in Ad2 because the show that they put on for this was absolutely amazing. So thorough, so perfectly executed.
But
you guys did an awesome job.
It was, and you know what? The people who were our presenters represented phenomenally. And the thing that's so hard about it, I think is one of the hardest things, is the fact that you spend so many hours, so many sleepless nights, and a lot of pizza and Chinese food. But
Red Bull.
Yeah, lots of Red Bull.
Yeah.
But, when you get there, you only have 20 minutes to present something that you spent months working on,
God.
And I think that was the biggest challenge, is to actually pull out the specificities of it that are going to be the most important. And everybody has their baby and different parts of it that you've worked on and that you believe are really important, but then as a team you have to come together. We basically functioned as an agency, or tried to for the most part, and making decisions as to where to go from here and what was most important. So I think, there were about 55 students who worked on this project.
Wow.
And, for 5 people to get up there and represent, it was an unbelievable. And I've never felt so proud to be from USF. So I must say it was unreal.
Well, I hear you girls are graduating. Is that correct?
On Saturday.
Congratulations. But for the younger ones at USF or anyone out there listening, do you have any advice if anyone's going to compete next year?
I definitely do. I will absolutely say trust your instinct for sure. I mean, one of the hardest things also in terms of instruction is that, you know, you have your teachers that can help you and give you a little bit of advice, but they have to stay very, very objective to the whole thing because, of course, it's a student competition. But that's really hard because you begin to question yourself and all, you know, after so many years of schooling, you're used to being able to ask your teachers, like, okay, so what do you think and where do I go from here? And you have to seek out your leaders and you really have to listen to them and trust that they're making the best decisions because, you know, quarreling and everybody trying to put ideas in, you know, ideas are great, but, you know, have to stay on strategy, and that's the biggest thing. So stick with what you think will work.
Yes.
Definitely.
Awesome.
That's great that you guys are getting such big name experience with AIM.
Yeah,
I know last
really.
year was Coca-Cola when when
That
Carl
has
and
to
I
be-
were
we came
back
in second
school,
last
it was
year, too.
Postal Vault, I believe. Did you
I
participate in
think
that?
so. No, I was
before.
actually I never got to be part of the NSAC,
yeah.
and
It's-
it's probably why
it's an
it probably
experience.
I would be about 5 years ahead in my career by now. If I'm sure I would, because it is such an awesome opportunity to get to do something like that at that
It really
level.
was.
I would say take down FSU. Take them down.
Bring them
Take
down.
That's
them
it.
down.
2 years in a row, second place. We're gonna get it next year.
Yeah.
We have a really talented group of people next year for students.
Well,
so
tell your group good luck.
we will.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
luck.
thank you. Yeah,
And-
good luck, USF.
Yes.
Go Bulls.
Do a little this.
For sure.
And of course, all those, anybody that might be watching this, a student across the country, the NSAC, as you heard it here tonight, an awesome opportunity, something to get involved in, work with a big name company. So, Cris, were you part of it? Did you participate when you were in school?
I didn't end up competing. We weren't good enough to get to the final, but our client was Postal Vault.
Okay.
The high-tech security mailboxes. It was a little strange.
That sounds
but
cool to me, but
It was what it
it's
had.
not exactly a Coke or an AOL semester.
And
but
AOL. Those are huge,
Yeah.
huge. So it's good to know that you guys are getting some really big name clients. That's wonderful.
And you know what was a really good thing about it is the fact that it was an internet company was, I think, very advantageous to the fact
very
that
relevant.
absolutely to the times and everything that's going on with advertising right now. But at the same time, that was a big challenge because when you're trying to assess an internet product, it's not your research methods aren't the same as, you know, the traditional methods that you're taught in school.
You can't go to
You know.
your trade publications
Yeah.
from the
No.
80s
Yeah,
and
exactly.
see what they were doing.
Right, and there's a lot of privacy issues that come up, but I think it was a really good experience to find out what's going on right now and
Sure.
how intense and incredibly important it is to stay on top of the market, for sure. So that was really cool.
Now, where can anybody go to find out more about the USF Ad Club?
USFadclub.com.
That's
Thank
right.
you very much, ladies, for
That's
coming on
beautiful.
the show.
That's
Thank you for
It's
having
been a
us.
pleasure having
Thanks,
you.
And I really hope you can come have a beverage with us at our graduation party.
We hope to make it. of
Everybody.
course. And everybody in the
Everybody's
country is now
invited.
invited. Once again, you heard it. NSAC is a great thing to take part in. So if you are a student, if you are a mentor at a school, it's a great thing to get involved in. Encourage your students to get involved in it. And if you want to find out more about that, you could do so through the AAF website at aaf.org, or come through us at ad2tampabay.org